Before cooking, again, have parent supervision and permission. Gather a saucepan, your eggs, and 3 cups of cold water for this recipe. Hey ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome back to the kitchen. And what we're going to be doing today is just a hard-boiled egg demonstration. Remember, before cooking, always get parent permission and make sure that you're doing it under their supervision. So in order to do this activity, what we're going to do is, and I'm going to tilt this down so that you can see, I have a pan of water. I'm going to add just a little salt to here. And why I add salt? Well, salt, one, will increase the cooking temperature of the water, but also it just, in my opinion, just adds just a little additional flavor to anything that you add. So we're going to add cold water, we're going to add our eggs, and we're going to begin cooking our boiling our water. And so the one thing that I like to do when it comes to boiling the water, one, bring it up to a boil. I'm going to bring my water up to a boil when I'm boiling my eggs. Once the water comes up to a boil, I'm going to add a lid to the pan and then allow it to sit for 10 minutes. So I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes on my microwave or on my stove, and after that 10 minutes, that means I'm ready to go. And the good thing about using an induction cooktop, it cooks very quick. The water begins cooking very quickly. It will boil a lot quicker than it would if you were on a stovetop. So we're going to sit here and wait until our water begins to boil, and then we'll add our lid. At this stage, you can see the water starting to come to the boil. You'll see little bubbles at the bottom of the pan, so it's starting to come to the boil, but we have not reached a rapid boil at this stage. So we're going to go until we reach that rapid boil. So the boil is becoming a little bit more rapid, as you see, ladies and gentlemen. And in a few moments, we will add the lid to the pan. The boil is becoming more rapid onto the surface. I'm going to go ahead and add the lid. I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes. And in that 10 minutes, my eggs are going to continue to cook. I'm going to turn off the heat. By turning off the heat, what's going to do, the eggs are just going to cook in that residual heat of the pan. And so this is going to help prevent that little green or grayish outer ring from occurring on top of your eggs. And so again, after 10 minutes, we'll come back and we'll check our eggs. So we're down to like 30 seconds of time. And so we'll take one egg out and then we'll test it. So just be mindful, your water is going to be hot, ladies and gentlemen. So you may want to take a spoon to take it out. What I like to do, I'm going to go ahead and recover the rest of these just in case that they need a little bit more time. I take my egg and I'm going to run this under cold running water for a little bit to allow it to cool off. Once my egg has cooled off enough for me to handle it, I'm going to take it. I have one container for the egg, one container for the shell. Crack it on the surface. I'm going to put the shell in one container. And you'll find if you use fresher eggs, sometimes the shells are harder to take off, but the older the egg, the easier the shell is to come off of the egg is easier to come off the shell. And here we have our cooked egg. I'm going to take a knife, run it through the center, and you'll see we have a perfectly cooked hard-boiled egg without the gray. So again, simple techniques. If you use them, they work for you. If you have any questions or concerns, just let me know. And again, just remember, ladies and gentlemen, anytime you're cooking, do it under the supervision of a parent and with their permission.